the game can see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
ThaBoxingvoice.com. I'm here with Tevin Farmer and Los.
Absolutely.
Okay. First, let the people know who you are, Los.
I'm one of the partners in STB management.
Okay, and that's a partnership with Tevin Farmer, correct?
Actually, in another Los. There's two Loses in it.
Two Loses.
Two Loses in it.
Yeah, Los.
Yeah, you're funny.
Okay. Do the other Los come in here and train like you?
Yeah, you see him in here sometimes. He was in here earlier, kind of stocky,
Okay.
Puerto Rican kid.
All right.
I'm pretty sure you've met him a couple times.
Yeah, I see the management even got hands around here.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, we try to make sure we feel what they go through.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
But Tevin, let's get right into it. Just recently announced that the IBF has just ordered for you to fight Billy Dibbs. My first question is, how does it feel to go in to fight for something that you and the entire world believes it is already yours, or should already be yours? How does that affect your mentality approaching this?
That's how I take life. What life is, you gotta play the cards you was dealt, and that's how the cards was dealt. So I gotta play them to the best of my abilities. I can't worry about what I'm supposed to have. I know I won the belt. The fans know, the judges know, but that's not something that I can worry about right now. I mean, I got a bigger task. I gotta win it again. You know, worrying about that, not gonna bring it back.
Okay. Billy Dibbs.
Yeah.
Style matchup. What do you feel about the style matchup between you and him?
I mean, styles make fights. As you can see, it always don't go as planned. Going back to Laura and her, I know a lot of people had Laura winning that fight. Not after the fight, but before the fight was even made. And they started talking about, oh, Styles, her walk straight in. Laura gonna outbox and this and the third. But that right there already proved Styles make fights, but it's not always correct. So with that being said, I'm gonna go in there and do the best I can do, you know? Go in there and win a fight. At that, in the jest, and make sure I come out victorious.
Okay. Is there anything about him that concerns you at all?
It's nothing about no fighter that concerns me. Not just him. It's any fighter, period. I mean, he bleed like I bleed. He train hard like I train hard. Well, should I say I train hard like how he train hard? What else? That's it, man. It is what it is. I'm going to go out there and do the best I can do. And that's get the belt.
Has a date been set? Do you have a
No
roundabout?
date. We have a roundabout mid-June, early July. So I'm ready. I've been doing 8, 10, 12 rounds sparring different people. So I'm always going to be ready. You're never going to catch me slipping.
Okay. I want to touch on something. Recently, Leonard Ellaby, he was on video and he said, well, I asked him. He was talking about having a big fight in Philadelphia. And I said, well, what about Farmer and Davis? And he said, who? I said, Farmer. He said, who? Alluding to the fact that he didn't know who you was.
Nah,
and then right afterwards he said he's a good little fighter. Now spinning right off of that, how does it feel to hear that? To hear somebody at his level over there, his status, saying that he didn't know who he was, but then for it to be all over the internet that Gervonta Davis is coming out saying that they told him to duck you.
Can I answer this for you, man? I'd really like to get this for you.
Please, Los.
He did an interview already with Coach Anthony, right? And he tried the same thing that he did on your video, who, and then he said the same thing, trying to downplay. This is the way we look at it. When somebody wants to make a fight happen, like they're doing now, that they're saying Gervonta is going to fight Lomachenko, which he knows is completely outclassed, they set you to the wolves. They duck my man, right? So it sounds great. I play like I don't know who you are. Then what do? I say, hey, you know what? You're not even in this class. Last time I checked, my man won the championship last fight, right? They robbed him for it, and he's still doing what he has to do now, which shows his character and who he is, right? Ellerby can say whatever he wants. Them guys have been doing this for a very long time. They know why they do what they do. They know why they ducked him. To be the best, you have to fight the best at that time. He is one of the best right now, if not the best in this division, right? So once he wins the championship, it'll be another discussion all in itself. Now, do we believe that he should give Davis the opportunity after that? No, Davis don't deserve it now because you wouldn't give it to him when he was supposed to have it rightfully so. You know what I mean? So Ellerby can play the game, Mayweather can play the game, but I'll tell you what, if they had signed him, they know exactly who he is. Then it'd be a whole different conversation because they're eating off of him, right? So they protected their prize to the best of their ability, right? We're going to duck. We're going to cherry pick our fights. They've been doing it forever. Hey, listen, I respect them guys, man. You guys make a lot of money doing what you do. But you know, as well as the rest of us know, Gervonta can't see Tevin Farmer. And nobody ducking nothing over here, champ. So that's basically what we have to say about that. I don't know if Tevin wants to touch up, but I think
you said everything.
in a nutshell, man.
He said everything. He said everything. Man, he said shit that I didn't even think about, which I'm like, damn, I wish I'd have thought about that. But
yeah, at the end of the day, listen, man. Right now, the fight is with Billy Dib. Billy Dib is a nice guy, but Billy Dib got to go like everybody else. It ain't nothing personal, right? You do this for a living because you want to make it to get that strap. Well, he's right there, right? So at the end of the day, we take one fight at a time. The next guy, we'll have to worry about him when that comes. Right now, it's Billy Dib. And Ogawa, April 18th is the hearing, right? He gets stripped, which we all believe he will. That goes from a interim belt to a world title championship, which you'll have to win twice. No big deal, though. You know, he'd be two-time world champ. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm announcing myself, man. If I win that title, two-time world champion, period. That's how I'm rocking.
Okay, now let me ask you something. Dib, 4 losses. He's been stopped twice, I think, by Mayora and Gradovich. Did you take anything from his 2?
I actually didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Nah, he lost years ago. Like I said before, I just got into boxing like not too long ago. So I'm not updated on every single thing that ever happened. I'm really not interested, you know. Right now I'm worried about Tevin Farmer and what I got going on. That's the only thing I'm really worried about. That's the only thing. And right now is to get this world title, become 2-time world champion. Keep it moving. Fight the best out there, and that's it.
I have one last question now. I know you already stated where the camp stands at as far as Davis, but I have just one last question. These guys don't seem to have a history. Where did the bad blood stem from for a man to hear that another man got shot and then to joke and then to
That's
make
not
let's say
personal.
person
You
joke?
know what? You know
That's
what?
not to
Where
you
did
personally.
Listen,
how did it get that person?
Let me say this, right? He makes a couple of comments, and we all read them. We just don't respond to them, right? Because when you claim to be from somewhere, you know, some people use, we're from the streets, we're from this, we're from that. You don't grandstand on camera, right? No man is going to be happy that another man got hurt, you know, and got shot in the hand. And you say, well, you're not me in your city. Bro, nobody's ever even heard of you, bro, honestly. So the thing is, you know, we humble ourselves and we say, hey, listen, we don't do a lot of rapping. We leave that alone. And at the end of the day, this is what it turns out to. I would love to see the fight because I love to see Tevin trash him, right? But the thing is this, Floyd got to put that money up. He got to make that fight make sense because now you're going to have to pay him because he's the champ. Right? So if they make it make sense money-wise, I'm pretty sure they'll make it happen. You know what I mean? Everything's about a check. Then you can beat him. You can beat him for some money. But nobody cares about really what's being said on the internet. We got our lives, bro. We got our families we care about. We got camp we care about. We got businesses we're doing. We're getting a club we're opening up. There's all types of things that are going on that are not dictating a pace by what Davis said. It's great with all the hoopla, but make the fight happen. That's it. Make the fight happen. We're not trying to rap. Make the fight happen. We'll be there. Let us go ahead and knock Billy Dib out the way. No disrespect to Billy Dib, right? Let us go ahead and knock him out the way, and then we'll move forward on that. And whoever's coming up after that, Tev ain't ducking nobody. That's the thing about Tev not ducking anyone. Anyone, bro. You're never going to hear they're going to come say that anybody in Tev's corner said, listen, don't fight this person. Stay out of this person's way. Why? Because he really got talent. You're not cherry picking none of Tevin's fight. Tevin had to learn on the go. So they can talk all they want. Joker, you was babysitting. This is North Philadelphia. Wasn't nobody babysitted over here. He had to get it the hard way, man. So you know what, man? At the end of the day, we said what we said on that, and that's what we stand on.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Los.
That's the truth.
No. Now, in your fight with Ogawa, right? Coach Chino, he has some memorable things. You know, I think that one day people will go back and, you know, replay that. It was kind of like when you seen Teddy Atlas talk to Michael Moore, and he said to you, if you want to be considered elite, you can't take off any rounds. You have to perform consistently if you want to be elite. Do you carry that going into the next fight, knowing that everybody is already viewing you as a world champion? People feel like you are whether you thinking about it or not, the entire world believes that you're the world champion. That now it's going to be Is that in the back of your mind that you have to perform at an elite level on every second, every round in this fight?
I mean, that was always my mindset, even before the fight. You know, of course things happen, but you learn from them and you move forward from there. I'm going to this fight, I know I gotta step on the gas 1,000% instead of 100. Simple. And when I got the opportunity to get him out here, I gotta get him out here. No playing around. I mean, I learned a lot from the last fight. It was sad that I got robbed or whatever the case may be, but now that I look back on it, I mean, I'm happy that it happened the way it happened because it taught me a lot of things and it made me work even harder. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, I know you just put a lot of rounds in and sparring.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for your time.
Always.
You as well, Luce.
You're very welcome.
STB management.
Absolutely.
Security bag management.
Yep, that's what it is. That's the movement right there, STB.
Tevin Farmer, The Boxing Voice. I'm Jay Goodman. Thanks for clicking on.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/TheBoxingVoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.
In the game, 'cause see the boxing voice.